One ordinary day can quietly change the rest of your life. The day that looked like every other day. It was a quiet Wednesday morning. The kind of morning nobody remembers. 34-year-old Noah woke up to the same alarm he had ignored for years. The room looked exactly as it had the day before. His phone buzzed with notifications. Bills waited on the kitchen table. A half-read book sat untouched beside the couch. His running shoes rested near the front door, still clean. Nothing about the day felt important. As he poured his coffee, Noah looked out the window and sighed. Another ordinary day. He had said those words so many times that they no longer carried any meaning. On his way to work, he stopped at a small bakery. The elderly owner handed him his coffee and smiled. "You look like a man waiting for something." Noah laughed. "I guess I'm waiting for life to change." The old woman quietly replied, "Life rarely changes because of extraordinary days. It usually changes because of one ordinary day that you decide to live differently." Noah smiled politely and walked away. He didn't realize those words had just planted the most important thought of his life. The coin on the sidewalk. That afternoon, while walking home, Noah noticed a small boy trying to reach a coin that had rolled beneath a park bench. People walked past without stopping. Meetings to attend, phones to answer, places to be. Noah almost kept walking too. Then something made him stop. He knelt down, reached on the bench, and handed the coin to the boy. The child smiled as though he had been given a treasure. His mother thanked Noah warmly. It took less than 30 seconds. As Noah walked away, he felt strangely different, not because of the coin, because he had interrupted his routine. For years, he had believed big moments change lives. Yet, one tiny decision had changed the way he felt about himself. Perhaps character wasn't built through dramatic events. Perhaps it was built through ordinary moments that nobody else noticed. The notebook without a title. That evening, Noah found an old notebook buried in a drawer. Most of its pages were blank. On the first page, he wrote only one sentence. Today mattered. Nothing else. The next morning, he added another page. He listed 3 small promises. Read 10 pages. Walk 20 minutes. Call his father. Simple, ordinary, achievable. He kept the promises. Then he repeated them the next day. And the next. Within weeks, the notebook began filling with tiny victories. No headlines. No celebrations. Just evidence that he was becoming someone who kept his word. One evening, he noticed something surprising. He no longer looked for motivation. He looked for consistency. That changed everything. The stranger on the train. Several months later, Noah boarded the evening train after work. Across from him sat a successful businessman, reading quietly. After a brief conversation, Noah asked, "What's the biggest decision that changed your life?" The man smiled. It wasn't a big decision. It was an ordinary Tuesday. Noah leaned forward. The man continued, "I decided to wake up 1 hour earlier. I've kept that promise for 11 years. I built my business before breakfast. I read when everyone else was scrolling. I invested when everyone else was spending. I learned while everyone else was waiting." Then he closed his book. People see success. They rarely see the ordinary mornings that created it. As the train reached Noah's stop, those words echoed louder than the station announcement. The opportunity that almost went unnoticed. A year passed. Noah had changed, not dramatically. Quietly, he was healthier, more confident, more dependable. One afternoon, his company announced an opportunity to lead a major project. Many employees hesitated. Some doubted themselves. Others felt unprepared. Noah surprised himself. He volunteered. His manager smiled. "I've been waiting for you to say yes." Noah looked confused. "You've changed. You finish what you start. You solve problems. You stay calm under pressure. I trusted your habits long before you trusted yourself." At that moment, Noah realized something extraordinary. The opportunity hadn't suddenly appeared. He had quietly become the kind of person ready for it. His ordinary days had prepared him for an extraordinary moment. 10 years later. 10 years later, Noah returned to the same bakery. The elderly owner was no longer behind the counter. Her daughter now ran the shop. On the wall hung an old framed photograph. The woman smiled when she noticed Noah looking. "My mother loved talking to people." Noah smiled. "She once told me that one ordinary day could change the rest of my life." The daughter laughed softly. "She said that almost every day." Noah looked out the window. Cars passed. People hurried along the sidewalk. Some looked worried, some distracted, some hopeful. He wondered how many of them believed they were living an ordinary day. If only they knew. This might be the day they meet someone who changes them, the day they forgive, the day they begin, the day they refuse to quit, the day they finally keep a promise to themselves. Ordinary days rarely announce their importance. They simply become unforgettable later, the day you will remember. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning. Nothing has changed. The same bed, the same job, the same responsibilities, the same challenges, the same fears. The only difference, you choose one ordinary decision. You read instead of scrolling. You exercise instead of delaying. You apologize instead of staying silent. You save instead of spending. You begin instead of waiting. Tomorrow looks ordinary. Next week looks ordinary. Next month feels ordinary. But years from now, someone asks, when did your life change? You smile. It happened on a day that looked completely ordinary, because extraordinary lives are almost never built in extraordinary moments. They are built in ordinary moments, repeated with extraordinary consistency. Never underestimate today simply because it looks familiar. Every sunrise quietly places another opportunity in your hands. Every decision quietly shapes another version of yourself. The future doesn't suddenly arrive. It grows through ordinary mornings, ordinary conversations, ordinary habits, ordinary courage. One ordinary day can quietly change the rest of your life. The only question is whether today will be that day. If this message challenged the way you think, subscribe to the Legacy Mind, where every conversation is designed to help you think deeper, live wiser, and become more. Remember this: the biggest turning point in your life may never feel dramatic. It may simply be the ordinary day you finally decide not to quit, because one ordinary day can quietly change the rest of your life.